Welcome to another episode of Mukbang.
Monday Mukbang. So we're gonna eat some pasta today. You want to tell them what kind of sauce you made?
Okay. This is not. I mean, this is always based on my a garlic. There's always a garlic-based sauce with butter. A garlic butter-based sauce. This sauce, however, it has.
Is that enough? Or you want a little more?
A little bit more.
Okay.
Well, that's probably a lot more. That's
So
all you can
this
have.
thing has
That's a
about
lot.
3 big, very large cloves of garlic. Not 6 cloves of garlic like I normally do because Jessica has been protesting the amount of garlic that I put in it.
Not. You made one pasta dish that had so much garlic I could smell it in the garage.
Okay. With the door shut.
With the door shut.
Fair enough. That being said, only 3 cloves of garlic. I did use.
You can definitely smell the garlic on it though.
Well, that might be deceiving. That is got rosemary in. And not a little bit, a lot actually. So if you guys see little pieces of
I do see the rosemary, yes.
rosemary, it's very evident. It's a little brown. So I browned my garlic in too much olive oil actually, so that when it actually was super heated. I actually almost fried it completely. It was almost completely fried garlic. So
I'm gonna use some Go Veggie. It does have the purple vegan mark on it. Parmesan.
So fried my garlic, put my rosemary in my hot oil. The only water I added was water from the actual noodles. And I added about 1.5 cups of water from the noodles. I did add about a tablespoon of flour.
Is that for that?
Yeah.
I also added 2 tablespoons of probably about 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce, a tablespoon of Orrington Farms chicken broth,
No, put it down on your lap.
and then that's it.
That's it. It tastes good. It's not overpowering.
No,
That's
but it definitely has a chicken flavor. I'd say the rosemary is the strongest flavor in here. Oh, and like I forgot to say, it's a butter sauce. So about probably about a whole stick of earth bones.
And you say probably a whole stick because you're getting it from a tub. We have a big tub of Earthbounds. We were able to find a huge tub. I don't remember where we found it at. And but it's a really large, like super large tub of Earthbound. So that's where he got it from. Why I was saying it's probably about.
Yeah. I mean, for spice wise, for me that's pretty good. I mean, usually I end up with dashes of coriander and sprinkles of smoked paprika.
Well, it's very tasty.
And like I said,
And this is one of our favorite dishes. We haven't actually had this in a mukbang for several weeks. So you probably missed it. That's my
joke
attempt at being funny. But this is one of our favorite dinners. We actually do eat this on a fairly decent basis, probably at least once every other week, if not more often. At least once every other week, if not once every week, we eat something like this.
Yes.
And the sauce is always different. John always makes the sauce a little bit different every time he makes it. So.
Because
He's a mixy guy.
Huh?
He's a mixy guy.
I'm a mixy guy.
He's a mixy guy. But when I came home and John was cooking this, I looked at him and said, how about we talk about foods that we wish had a vegan alternative? And he's like, but almost everything has a vegan alternative. I said, I know. But a lot of it is through recipes, like homemade, home-cooked vegan recipes. Buttercup, you gotta get down, honey. Rather than like an over-the-counter. And John and I both work full-time, especially like a night like tonight. I didn't get home until 6 o'clock. John usually gets home around 3:30 or 3:45, but he had to go run an errand after work.
Yeah.
So you didn't get home to what, like 5?
Yep. And since there's not a heavy takeout, there's no real not even semi good for you.
We don't have any vegan restaurants here.
No, not really.
There are vegan options at restaurants.
Right.
They're not even very prevalent.
Nope.
And I mean, we've done some takeout ones. We've done like Chipotle, we did a Moe's, we've done Taco Bell. So there's fast food options, but they're not always the healthiest.
No. Not that we are.
Go ahead.
Not that we are dedicated to health.
That's true. We are definitely, whatever vegan food we eat is definitely leans on the junk food side of the vegan scale than the healthy side of vegan scale.
And the sodium in this, I'm not gonna lie to you, is pretty high. Because I use the salt water that I cook the noodles in. This is probably equivalent to a pack of ramen, only it tastes better.
It tastes a lot better. I don't particularly like the packaged ramen food.
That being said,
but I figured we could talk about the foods we'd like to see. And John was like, well name one. Pick one that you can't get an over-the-counter, good, tasty vegan option of. And that's what he said. He gave me those specific criteria. I said, I have one right off the top of my head. I said Alfredo sauce.
Right.
Nicholas loves Alfredo sauce. He really does. If we're making pasta and it's not a vegan, where it's like the stipulation isn't that it's vegan, he wants a white sauce. He wants a Alfredo sauce.
Right.
And the only Alfredo sauce that we've found that's vegan, that's over the counter, is Victoria Vegan. And we tried that one, and we did not like the Victoria Vegan Alfredo sauce. It's very watery, very runny. It doesn't have much thickness to it at all. And one of the things that Alfredo sauce has is it is very, not very thick, but it can definitely be, it's definitely thicker than the Victoria Vegan one. So that's definitely one food that I would say that I miss that's not vegan. It's vegetarian,
right,
but it's not vegan. Right. So that's definitely one example that I would say that there's definitely a lack of over-the-counter or store shelf stable.
Right.
Foods.
Pick up, drop in, pan here, and be produced.
I would say another one that I think is lacking is.
If you take the one and only one that I have in my head.
Go ahead, you go.
No, I'm not doing it now.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
Well, I was gonna say vegan cheese pizza.
Okay. That's where I was gonna where I was going. I was gonna say pizza. Because it's not that Daya's terrible.
Well, cheese isn't like super sweet, and Daya cheese is sweet.
Yes, and but you can tell that because of that sweetness, and I think a lot of it comes from the way they make their cheese. You really like this pasta, yes?
Yes.
Okay, very good. It's because of the way they make their cheese. Now, I personally, if the criteria is, John, I want you to go get a vegan pizza because it's meatless night for us at the Thomas household. It's not a problem for me. I just get one without cheese.
Yeah. You like veggie pizza.
I don't. It's not gonna break my heart if it's covered in onions and peppers and mushrooms.
Onion.
Oh yeah.
And there are options in the freezer section that you can get a pizza
without cheese with those toppings, and I'm very happy with that. But I agree every once in a while, because I'm also not only am I I'm a chef. I want to see the population of people that I feed fed in a way that they like, and cheese pizza would definitely do that. I honestly, I don't.
That's probably my biggest. I mean, I love cheese pizza. I love pizza.
I'll be honest with you. I thought about, okay, well, what about a ground beef? And then I was like, no, there's like several options I have that like I can over the counter I can literally grab it. If I wanted to put it in this
I
thing.
could say another one.
Huh?
I can give you another one. So personally, one thing that I used to really enjoy was like a chicken nugget, a breaded chicken nugget. Excuse me, I don't really eat a lot of meat anymore. I think I said this in one of the recent mukbangs. I just don't eat a lot of meat anymore. I pretty much only eat it when I go to family. And yes, there's Gardein, there's, you know, this, that, and the other thing. There's a lot of different ones. The only one that I found that I actually like enjoy eating is the 365 brand at Whole Foods. And Whole Foods is not available close to us. No. It's going to be coming soon. It's supposed to come in the spring, but it's still 45 minutes away. Yeah. So it's still a trip. I mean, we'll pass like 30 grocery stores between here and there, you know?
Right.
But that is the only vegan chicken nuggets that I personally will sit down and eat without putting it in like a sandwich or something and covering it with ketchup or something like that. I think the texture is a little bit off, and I'm very much a texture eater when I eat. So I definitely would love to have more options of vegan chicken. I've never been a big beef fan, period, so I don't really need the vegan beef replacement. I think the ham, the one and only ham we tried, which I think is posting this week, that we did a taste test. I think it's posting tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow, it'll be next week. But we did finally taste test the vegan ham from Tofurky. I think there's at least one other vegan ham, but we haven't been able to get our hands on it yet. That wasn't too bad. Spoiler alert, if you're gonna watch that, for me it was a little bit salty, but it wasn't too bad. Watch the whole review tomorrow or next Tuesday, whenever it posts. Honey, I'm not giving you any more noodles right now.
What? You're not feeding our dogs human food? Anyhow.
So I mean, you could definitely, absolutely add more vegan hams. I would love, that's another meat that I used to really eat and used to really love, is vegan ham. I would love to see more vegan hams readily available. But the chicken, I mean, I'm going to be very thankful when the Whole Foods opens up 45 minutes away, because we might actually go more often than like 2 or 3 times a year.
We go more than 2 or 3 times.
No, we don't.
Okay, we do.
Okay, maybe 4.
I was going to say, but...
Anyway,
it's not worth it.
So definitely I would like to have more readily available vegan chicken that tastes good. Right. And the other ones aren't bad, but I'm not like, this is chicken. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
and the ham. I really love more vegan ham options.
I guess, I don't know. I don't know that there's anything that is like drop dead, I gotta have a vegan replacement, because...
Well, I wouldn't say anything really is, but
right,
there's things that I would really like to have.
The problem is that some of my favorite stuff is already vegan. It's just that I don't enjoy it, I don't eat it that much. Like, me personally, I would have cooked peppers and onions and mushrooms, and they would be in this pasta.
Yeah, I agree, you would.
But my son and my wife would be hard pressed to eat it. That being said, I guess if I had to say, give me something, anything, just magically, I guess the one thing I have not run into would be a full size 6 to 8 ounce steak.
Instead of just like beef tips or...
Right, I could make a seitan and I can turn it into beef tips. I guess I could cut it into a steak shape, but because of its texture, it's not gonna, like, I can't get my seitan to turn out quite like that. Now, I could make a sauce and put it with mushrooms and onions, and I don't care who you were or are, you'd be like, that's good. You know,
but it wouldn't be exactly a steak.
It wouldn't be a steak, but it would have a nice little gravy. It'd be, you know, I don't know that there is something like that, and that's okay. That's not something that's I'm terribly dying to have or I gotta have. I was just sitting here thinking, like, you know, is there something? I'm thinking, okay, is there something that I used to eat or I don't eat very often, that if I could just wave a magic wand and go vegan, you know, that would be it. It just, they don't exist. I think the same problem is, the same way you don't find full-size chicken breasts. You'll find chicken nuggets, you'll find chicken strips, but you won't find a whole chicken breast. Like, I have a guy I work with, he eats chicken breasts on a fairly regular basis. Well, chicken breasts. And, you know, he cooks them in the oven, so on and so forth. That's his diet. He's a heavy protein eater. He's probably why I have this protein jinx in my head. And that being said, I just, you know, I don't see those types of things available. And not that I think that they're dire necessities, but like I said.
Well, and there are a lot of vegans who wouldn't buy it.
That's true. It would only be for the
People who are
crossovers.
transitioning or people who just want to try out vegan stuff.
Right.
And maybe have like a meatless Monday or
Right.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday or something, and just eat meat on the weekends or maybe vice
Right.
versa or whatever. There's one thing that I think Nicholas would really like.
What?
I think Nick would really enjoy a very tasty, and I preface this very much because
Tasty?
we've tasted several of these. We've had at least 2 videos, and we have yet to find one that actually tastes good. But vegan hot dog. I think Nicholas would really enjoy having a tasty vegan hot dog.
Would you eat a vegan hot dog?
Yes.
You've eaten vegan hot dogs, haven't you? So many.
No.
You actually
No,
ate a vegan
yes.
hot dog last night.
I had a vegan hot dog last night. You goofy goober.
Yeah, corn dog.
So
Yes, they were corn dogs, but they were.
Corn diggity dog.
And you had to scrape the corn part off.
So yeah, I think that would be one thing that Nicholas would really enjoy. I think he'd also really enjoy Alfredo sauce that was
Yeah.
vegan because he really likes Alfredo sauce. He's actually better with vegan chicken than I am. He actually really enjoys vegan chicken and he doesn't have a problem with it at all. But I would love to hear some of you guys' comments in the comment section down below. What is it? And some of you might say, I'm just fine eating whole foods,
Right.
plant-based, no worries. And that's great that you've transitioned that far.
Yeah.
But there are some things, and I just thought of another thing that I'd really love to have if I could find it that was tasty, and that's like a lunch meat.
Yeah.
Because growing up, if I got hungry, I would just throw together a sandwich and have, a slice of cheese, a slice of turkey or chicken or whatever, and that would be my lunch. And now I make myself a peanut butter sandwich, which is fine. I really enjoy peanut butter sandwiches, so it's fine. But it's not like a turkey or a ham, and sometimes that's what you're looking for. Now, I don't eat lunch meat at all anymore. I don't remember the last time I had lunch meat. It's been several months since I've had lunch meat last. But it's one of those things where I think as the community of vegan, shelf products expands, there's definitely some room for improvement.
Yeah.
Cheese, we like the field roast original.
Field roast.
Yeah, the chow. Field roasted chow.
Yeah.
Field roasted chow. So we do like the chow original. That's very tasty. I would love to see more cheeses that tasted more like cheese.
Right.
So I'd love to see more advancements in the cheese area because that is my biggest weakness. That is where I'm at right now, where I'm kind of really vegetarian rather than vegan, is that I don't really eat a lot of meat, but I do still really have this affinity for cheese. I don't drink dairy milk. I don't really eat a lot of ice cream. Occasionally, but not non-dairy. Dairy ice cream. But cheese is the one thing that I really struggle with a lot.
And I recall reading a article pretty much that refers to cheese as crack.
There's chemicals in cheese that make you addicted to it, basically, and I would admit that that's a problem for me. So
that being said, I think there's one other thing that you mentioned to me prior to going on camera that I don't know that you milk chocolate. Did you say that?
oh yeah, I didn't say that.
All right. So then, real quick, a milk chocolate. It's not that straight cacao chocolate is all that bad, but a milk chocolate is a little smoother, a little creamier,
And sweeter.
And sweeter. And we just haven't run across. The Nanamu chocolate was pretty good.
Ice cream.
Chocolate ice cream.
Yeah.
Now that,
But I'm talking about like a piece of candy. And we've had a lot of taste test videos on
Yeah.
candies, but
And
my favorite candy is a chocolate peanut butter cup.
right.
I like chocolate peanut butter cups, and I like just little pieces of milk chocolate.
And Justin's is good, but they're
But they don't. Their milk chocolate, their quote unquote milk chocolate, is milk chocolate. It's not non-dairy. And I think we've tried a couple of things that were supposedly milk, like they've had rice milk or they've had different types of milk. So I would love to see advancements there, more market share, more products that were included in that. Yes, yeah. I think as the community grows, there are going to be more.
right.
And a lot of it starts with a startup. You know, this conversation here. Maybe one of you guys out there who sees this video. Are like, hey, I could do that. I could create a, honey, no. I could create a coconut milk based milk chocolate that would taste and act like milk chocolate, but be coconut milk based. You know, maybe somebody watching this video right now can do that.
I don't know.
Where you at, butter? You know, if you are, we would love to be your test market.
Yeah.
Testing.
Let us know.
Let us know. We'll tell you where our address is to send it to.
Our address is in our comments, but
Yes, our P.O. box, yeah.
P.O.
I mean, but there's other products that there are perfectly tasty.
Oh, yeah.
Mayonnaise. You don't like regular mayonnaise.
don't.
We've had vegan mayonnaise.
mayonnaise.
You would pick up a vegan mayonnaise long before you'd ever pick up a regular mayonnaise.
That's
but
true.
we don't eat sandwiches, and that's what we put our mayonnaise on, so we don't buy it, you know?
And I'm not my grandmother who used to eat tomato and onion sandwiches.
With mayonnaise?
With mayonnaise. I can't do that. I probably should. It's probably good for me at some level. But
Sit up.
that being said,
Yeah, there's definitely some products that, I mean, I think some of the Miyoko's products
Right.
are, their Miyoko's butter, although Miyoko's is pricier, I would love to see their prices come down, absolutely. But the one product the only two we've tried from them is their vegan mozz and their vegan butter.
yes,
And
both were very good.
both are very good. John hasn't really let me buy the vegan mozz again just because of the price of it, but because of the vegan butter is so tasty, we have continued to buy that.
Yes, that is. I don't use that every time I make this pasta.
No, that's one of the things where we buy and it's kind of in there special for like a special meal that we want it to taste really good or something.
Right.
But it's that's, you know, so there are definitely products and it's getting better every day. Like I said, Miyoko's didn't exist she had her YouTube channel for a while and she had a restaurant, but her mass marketed, mass packaged products I don't think started until maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 years ago. I don't know. I haven't really looked, but I know they haven't been around, at least this area.
Right.
This area we've only gotten them within the last year. So
I
yeah.
agree.
I don't know. Let us know in the comment section down below if there's any products that you guys really miss that you would love to see developed.
Right.
You know, it's just the start of a conversation, and I just thought this might be an interesting topic. I'm sorry if anybody felt like we were putting a little bit too much out there, but these are just our opinions. These are the things that we miss that we would love to see a very good, very tasty. I believe it can be done.
Oh, yeah.
It just hasn't been done yet.
Right.
So, yeah, if you guys are out there and you guys want to start some of these products, you know, get to it. We'll buy it.
Yeah, get to it.
We have some taste test videos here coming soon in the next couple of months. Some stuff we bought from Thrive Market and just new products that like I don't think existed a year ago or 2
Right.
years ago. So, yeah.
So, if you like this video,
Yeah.
smash that like button as I smash that like button as I hear so often from my son's tablet. And if you'd like to see the videos as they come out, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the little notification bell
To get notified.
And don't forget to leave those comments down there.
Yeah.
What do you wish they could make a
Yes, and
better
don't
tasting
forget
vegan
about
product?
Those comments, they keep
Yeah.
me employed.
Anyway, we do hope you enjoyed this video. We hope you come back and see us again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.